All right, we're live.
Oh yeah, we're live.
All right, so this is the predictions recap episode for week 14, right?
Yeah.
Week
Yes, it
14 of the
is.
NFL season. And Thomas, you did pretty well this week.
Thank you.
I did
I,
not do. I mean,
I picked the Browns.
I did fine, but you did a lot better than me.
The only mistake, my biggest mistake, was picking the crappy Bengals.
Well, actually, right now it's looking like your biggest mistake is going to be the game we're currently watching right now, which is L.A. Rams and Arizona Cardinals. Because I picked the
Yeah,
Rams to win this game, you picked the Cardinals.
I did pick the
So
Cardinals.
so far so far you have not picked a game incorrectly that I picked correctly. Like all of your losses so far have been games that we both got wrong, but this one might be your first one of the week.
That's fine. I'll take that. You know what? Come on, Kyler Murray. Make me look like a genius.
Okay, so on the season, he's not
What a
looking.
catch.
Wow, what?
What a catch.
Damn,
What a
AJ,
catch.
why can't you be doing that shit for the Bengals, dude? Whatever. So on the season, I'm 118, 74 and one, and you're 113, 79 and one. So you're only 5 games behind me.
By the way, let me say this though. You see that pass by Kyler Murray though. See the difference between Kyler Murray and and Lamar Jackson. That was like a good pass. That was a run, and that was like a good pass. That wasn't no medicine ball. Here, somebody catch it to a wide open receiver. That was like a dime. Like he threw a dime on the run because Kyler Murray could throw the ball.
I guess gonna be holding. I'm gonna be coming back.
He's exactly what it was. But
There we
yeah,
go. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and get into these games then. So we're gonna talk about games. We're going to talk about the games that we got wrong because that's just the way that we like to do it here. There's no point in talking about games that we got right because we knew what happened, and I mean, this isn't like an analyze every single game. This isn't necessarily like an analysis thing. It's more of just talking about what we were thinking and coming to eat crow. That's really what the recaps episode is about. So.
I love eating crow, especially with like fried crow legs. Fry them up, put some hot sauce on them. Just cook them up.
Ugh. Fried rat bird sounds pretty good to me. That's what y'all were eating.
Shit, we fried them up.
All right, so let's go ahead and I think start with games that we both got wrong. So
Okay.
we both picked the Washington football team to beat the Dallas Cowboys, and they almost did it. They almost did it, Thomas. They got down early, and then they like kind of mounted a comeback, and then they fumbled at the end, and then
Of course, they
But
fumbled.
ultimately, that is not what happened.
Football
So, what
team.
was your thought process here? Why did you
I
think the
don't
football
know.
team was going to win?
Cowboys slumping.
Yeah, that was pretty much what it was for me too. The Cowboys were slumping, and the football team was showing a lot. I think the thing that I didn't take into account though was the fact that the Cowboys are just like a wholly more talented football team than the football team.
Yeah, well, you know, the Cowboys beat the football team in their own game. They were a better football team.
Isn't that everybody's game? Being a football team.
No, but the football team is literally their game is literally being a football team. They tell you in the description. We're the football team.
Well,
Well, congratulations.
that's fair.
Congratulations, football team.
All right. So next.
They should have called them the Washington Football Club. I don't understand why they called them the football team. They could have done so many big, cool things with it.
The next game that we both got wrong was well, actually, the only other game that we only got 2 games wrong each. Um, well, no. We only got 2 games wrong that we both picked wrong. So, and also the only 2 games that you picked wrong so far. Um, so we both thought that the San Francisco 49ers would beat the Saints or would lose to the Cincinnati Bengals, and that is not what happened. So, um, On the podcast, I kind of already went through what my feelings were about this game going into it and a bunch of shit. So I'm going to let you start with this one, Thomas. What were you thinking?
I just thought that um, the Bengals have a quarterback in Joe Burrow who is determined not to let the team get too far behind. And I just thought the Bengals be able to take care of business against a team that is just above average.
Well, you
With a good
thought
coach.
wrong, Thomas, because the Bengals are just above average.
With a bad coach. With an average coach.
Yeah.
I think Zach Taylor's fine. But I do think that he's going to be getting a lot of flack from fans for a while.
Well, he's good at a lot of things, but his decision making is really questionable.
Man, AJ Green, man.
Dude, this is a vintage AJ Green performance right here. AJ Green might be the one who ends up making you look like a genius.
Well, thank you, AJ Green. Appreciate you. You might push him down right there. But thank you, AJ Green.
By the way, I mentioned this on the podcast, but I figured out what I was talking about earlier with the... I was figuring out what I was talking about earlier with the fantasy league I was talking about. So, in my money league, it was not in the Battle of Ohio podcast league, but in my money league, I am currently probably going to make the playoffs, but I'm not so much worried about the playoffs right now. I'm trying to get that playoff bye so I can, get through the first round and then, have a little bit easier path to the championship game. And right now, I am not. Just like our league, there's 6 teams, and I am currently in 4th place. So I'm going to make the playoffs probably. And I won my game this week. I really, really won my game this week. So I'm going to win. I'm going to go ahead to 9-5. But what I need to happen is I need the number 1 team in this league to lose so that I can potentially go take over the number 1 spot. So that team is currently losing, but the problem is they got Van Jefferson on their team. So earlier when Van Jefferson had that big play, I was like, god damn it. But turned out to so far not be enough because Odell Beckham Jr. is also having a pretty good game. And
shout out to Odell.
The opposing team has him. And they also got the Rams defense, which has been having a pretty good game so far.
Well, they look like the Cardinals might. The Cardinals are an awesome team, by the way. Like, how fun are they to watch? You know, a whole bunch of AFC North players throwing them on the team, taking over the league.
Right.
Throw them in the dome. Y'all not play in the cold AFC North anymore. Y'all can play in the dome. Come play in our warm weather division. The only cold weather game you got to worry about is the Seahawks. That's only once a year. Like, literally, if you play for the Cardinals, you only get one guaranteed cold weather game, and that's not even guaranteed because you might even play the Seattle Seahawks when it's warmer.
Yeah, it could possibly be an early game on the season.
Yeah.
So, all right. So those are the games that we both got wrong. So let's go ahead and move on to the games that we individually got wrong. So I guess I'll go ahead and start. Well, as of right now, technically, I'm the only one who got an individual one wrong.
Well, I can tell you one that we both got individually right. The Steelers beat the Vikings. Suck at Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, the Steelers lost to the Vikings.
We did get that one right. We don't talk too much about the games that we got right, but I mean that.
But
one
it's funny.
I do kind of. I want to flex on that one a little bit. Not so much because I got it right, but because fuck Pittsburgh, you know.
Yeah, whenever is there a bad time of day to say, fuck Pittsburgh? It's 10:37 at night. Fuck you, Pittsburgh.
It is 10:37 at night. Fuck you, Pittsburgh.
Confirm.
All right. So, I thought that thought is a strong word. I had a bit of a hunch that the Bears might make it tough on the Packers this week.
Mm-hmm.
And so I picked the Bears to beat the Packers. And you know what, Thomas? The Bears came out and they had a very strong first half. I believe they were actually, if they weren't leading the Packers, they were at least tied or something like that at halftime. Like the Bears, I think they were leading the Packers at halftime. Like the Bears had a very strong first half, and if they had had a similar second half, they could have won that game. That's not what happened.
The Bears.
That's not what happened at all. Uh, Justin Fields kind of melted down after that, and yeah, didn't work out so well for the Bears. So I ended up being wrong about that game, but I will say that was kind of a shot in the dark one that I took, and I don't feel too bad about that one because at the end of the day they did like I think a lot of people were like kind of saying like, "Kyle, you're crazy for thinking the Bears are going to beat the Packers," and then the Bears came out and played pretty well against the Packers. So you know what, like, I got that wrong, yeah, sure, but. I'm also up on Thomas, so I'm trying to take some shots here as I can take them.
It's okay. I'll catch up to you. I'm coming.
Well, you are catching up, because well, sort of. You're 11-2 so far, and I'm 8-5 so far, but that's going to even out a little bit more if this if the Rams hold on to this win, which it is possible that they might not, but we'll be done with the live stream long before the end of this game.
Well, the Cardinals look like they're coming back.
Sure hope not. Sure hope not. Come on, Rams.
Good catch, Odell.
There you go.
Good catch, Odell.
I need Odell to have a big game in lieu of Van Jefferson.
I really do hope Odell have a big game because Odell, you deserve it. Like I want you to do well, Odell. Good catch, Odell.
So then, the other game that I got wrong, Thomas, I think you know which one it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that the Baltimore Ravens were going to sweep the Cleveland Browns, and it wasn't so much because, at the beginning of the season, I said y'all would split with them. So I got it right at the beginning of the season. But leading into this game, I just felt like the Browns looked like a broken football team. Like, they didn't know what the hell they were doing. The Ravens, for as, generally broken as they are right now, at the very least looked like they knew what they were doing. But the Browns came out after the bye, and at the very least, the defense did its job.
I said before. I said before the game, or I said last week in the podcast. Like I said, I'm actually really. I can't stop smiling. This smile, this is a big smile. So yeah, I'm always gonna pick against my boys. Not 2 weeks in a row. Even though I picked on this podcast that they were gonna win 2 weeks ago, but I didn't say on the National podcast or the other podcast. I said the Browns were gonna lose. But you know what, though? I'm happy I got this one right.
There you go.
And I'm happy you're wrong. And Cooper Kupp's a beast. Cooper Kupp's insane. Cooper Kupp is probably.
Oh my God! Holy crap!
Cooper Kupp is just an insane receiver.
Well, like I said, if the Rams keep playing the way they're playing right now, then they're gonna win. And if that does happen, I'm not sticking around to the end of this game, Thomas. I got some stuff to do tonight. I know normally we stick around to the end of the games, but we also normally start a lot later than this. We actually we're actually pretty early by our standards.
Yeah, we are.
We're doing this at 11:30 at night or some shit.
Oh, that feels good.
Yeah, we're actually we were efficient today, and that feels good.
That feels good.
But let's see. So if the results hold, and the Rams are marching down the field right now, so as long as they do end up scoring, you'd probably imagine that the Rams are going to come away with this game. And if the Rams do come away with this game, I'm going to go ahead to 9-5 on the week. You're going to fall to 11-3. You'll still be ahead of me on the week, but on the season, I'll be 119-74-1, and you'll be 113-80-1. So you'll be you'll be 6 games behind. Or no, you'll be 7 games behind me.
Mm-hmm.
No, 6 games. You'll be 6 games behind me. If not, though, you will be 4 games behind me. So, this game right here could really change the trajectory of because I mean I've been kicking your ass all season, but you've been kind of catching up a little bit lately.
Yeah, it's so good to watch a game with offense. Like I've been watching so many defensive games, football games.
I like
AFC
defensive
North,
football
man.
games.
Oh yeah, I know. I think that's the ones where the games are really slowed down and everything. Every play matters. Like I love those games too. But you know what though? It's good to see an offensive game every once in a while
Yeah,
because
no, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying like I appreciate the defensive football games because like I don't in a way it feels like that's real football.
oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, because it's like real strategy and stuff. You know,
Do you get negative
AFC North.
fantasy points for pass interference?
I don't know. Do you?
That'd be nice because that's Van Jefferson. They need him to have a bad game.
Van Jefferson might repeat the first grade 15 years in a row.
This, no, that's probably not going to happen, Thomas.
Hmm.
As you know.
As we all know, Cooper Cup is so good. Wow, he's a beast.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that play exactly got a whole lot, but yeah, pretty good.
No, I was just looking how he almost took he almost ended Odell Beckham's season with throwing his helmet into his hip.
Oh yeah, I guess kind of. It looks like he
I
hit
want
him in the
Odell,
butt though.
I want Odell to go touchdown here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Let's go Odell.
I kind of wish we didn't get rid of him, but then at the same time, I understand why it had to happen.
Well, you had to like. I mean, he wouldn't. He wasn't really. He wasn't like. He'd basically become a cancer at that point.
Yeah, he
It's kind of
did.
like we had to get rid of Carlos Dunlap. I didn't really want to because I like Carlos Dunlap, but he didn't really give us much of a choice. He wanted out of there so fucking badly. He was willing to like basically ruin his reputation to do it.
But the thing that frustrates me is the drama with the Browns don't make sense, man. And I just feel like, and I said it on podcasts, like I just feel like people just want to be at this point. People just want to be salty, and it really frustrates me because that's obviously what it is at this point. Like people just want to be mad at this team now. Now they just want to be mad at this team. Like,
Well,
all
I think
right,
Browns fans are so used to it that they're looking for.
but like the thing, all right,
Because that's what they're good at.
all right, so we thought we were Super Bowl contenders, but we're 7-6. But the reality, I mean, like, and I'm just like, and I had this kind of reality, like, well, maybe it might be a lot harder than we thought it would be, and like, it what frustrates me is that I know that like obviously I wish the team was 12 or whatever had a 12 wins right now, runaway division, but I mean, like, who said it's going to be easy? Like for one, and on top of that, like it's not like the team is 1-8 or 1-10 or whatever the record would be if they won one game or 2-10. It's not like this team is like in last place right now. They're right in the thick of it, and now they're really right in the thick of it. And even after a win, it's just frustrating that people just trying to be negative. I know we let the Ravens come back. I know we let the Ravens come back, but how often do we beat the Ravens? We haven't beat the Ravens in 2 years. So I don't get the negativity. We win a late season game against the Ravens. I don't get the negativity. That's a face mask, dude.
That is a face mask, yeah.
You got away with a face mask.
How are they not? Are they not going to call that? How are they not calling that?
Good question.
Like he pulled his head around like an owl. Like you can't do that.
Yeah, didn't somebody die in a while? Didn't somebody die in like the 60s because of that?
No.
Oh, well.
Somebody might have gotten injured doing that, but Dive.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Shout out to not get dying from face mask, y'all.
All right. So I think we'll probably go ahead and head off now. It was a really short stream, but we really didn't have a whole lot to talk about because we didn't really get too many games wrong this week.
Yeah, we're
Thomas, you in
geniuses.
particular, only got two, probably three, because it's looking like this game is probably going to go in the Rams' favor.
Come on, Cardinals. Let's go, Cardinals. Let's go. All right. It's been real,
Anyway,
y'all.
guys. That's going to do it for us tonight. So thank you for listening. Go check out the podcast. That's going to be up. What's today? Monday. So I'll probably be up like what, Wednesday, Thomas?
Yep.
All right. So go check out the podcast. Should be up on Wednesday. It'll at least be up on YouTube on Wednesday. We got to go
sooner.
through around the block to get it up on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer with them. Sometimes they're right on it. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. But at least on YouTube, it should be up on Wednesday. So, good stuff on that. Go check out pretty much everything else we do. I got a YouTube channel. He's got a YouTube channel. We got social media. I'm not going through the whole spiel right now because it's a live stream and I don't care. But go watch the podcast. Good podcast. So thanks
Go
for
watch our
listening,
podcast,
everybody.
guys.
I'll leave y'all with a who day, even though we lost.
Go Browns.